Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the overly edited sermons of Draskir's Adventures in Supermodded Skyrim, aka Word Vomit title. Make sure you support the channel by subscribing, liking the video, and leaving a comment to help with YouTube's algorithm. In today's sermon, we begin the last leg of the main quest, actually dealing with the dragons. In the last episode, Esbern revealed that we need a particular shout to defeat Alduin, and to Delphine's dismay, we need to go ask the Greybeards for help. Before we head out, however, I need to fulfill my contractual loot goblin obligations by hoovering up all the stuff around Skyhaven Temple. I get lots of head. The last piece of this armor is stuck inside a stone pillar, so the console is briefly required.
Do dragon souls taste like anything? I recall something about Daedra enjoying the taste of souls.
I don't know, Zelzaz. Probably like burnt toast or something. With the temple looted, it's time to head back to High Hrothgar.
Your training proceeds well, Dragonborn. Sky, guard you. And of that, who have you been talking to? Yes, for matters of such gravity, we need to know where you stand, or who you stand with. The Blades, of course. They specialize in meddling in matters they barely understand. Their reckless arrogance knows no bounds.
So the Greybeards have an equal dislike for the Blades. Why am I not surprised? Who wants to bet that both sides will be too busy squabbling to actually get anything done? Of course, that's not really fair. The Blades have all but bowed out of the story by now, and they never directly interacted with the Greybeards at all. Not even during the peace talks towards the end of the story.
But they do not. It is called Dragonrend.
And this right here is why the Blade section of the story is utterly useless. It serves only to deliver the knowledge that we need to shout to defeat Alduin. And not only does Arngeir already know that, he knows that the Greybeards later can at the very least point me in the right direction towards getting it. Heading outside, I receive my final gift from the Greybeards, a shout to clear the weather.
Skies, huh? That shout seems like it would be very useful whenever that damn snow starts.
It's been too long. Finally, I can unleash the mighty shouting once more.
Fuck you!
Upon reaching the peak, I'm greeted by the OGest of OGs, party snacks.
Drem Yolok, I am Parthenax. No.
Parthenax already knows why I'm here, but he doesn't know Dragonrend because it's a shout created by mortals expressly for use against dragons.
Croesus, it cannot be known to me.
There's a simple way to learn it though. Here at the top of the throat of the world, Alduin was cast out of time itself by ancient Dragonborn, creating a dragon break, or a place where time was shattered. An Elder Scroll was used to do it, and if I can find that scroll and bring it back here, I'll be able to see into the past to learn Dragonrend directly from those ancient Dragonborn.
Of the break. You could learn Dragonrend from those who created it.
With my next objective clear, I take another loot break and head to the very top of the peak.
Look at me, I'm flying!
At the peak, I discover a cheese wheel and a penguin heart, and a peculiar letter. It's signed Der Pengu X Der Ched, leaving it unclear which of them actually wrote it, but it's still a very bizarre discovery. Satisfied with my exploration, I head back down to High Hrothgar to speak with Arngeir about the Elder Scroll.
Dragon blood burns bright within you in the stock.
He points me to the College of Winterhold, so that's my next destination. Before I head out, though, I can't help but feel an itch in the back of my mind. An image of a doll resting atop a ledge. By the power of at your own pace, I'm allowed to enter the college without joining, keeping my journal just that little bit cleaner. There's a dragon flying about, and while I'm prepared for its attack, I don't make the first move, and so combat does not start. Heading into the college library, I speak with Urag Groshub about the Elder Scroll. He doesn't have one here, and wouldn't let me see it if he did, but he does point me in the direction of another who may be able to help.
Somewhere up north, in the ice fields.
Ice fields. It just had to be the ice fields, didn't it?
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
So our guy's gone a bit crazy. Septimus is the authority on Elder Scrolls in the current day, but he's got the kind of brilliance that teeters on madness.
In the depths of Black Reach, one yet lies. Oftan, the point of puncture.
The Elder Scroll is in a place called the Tower of Mazark in Blackreach. I can't get there directly, but the ruins of Ulftan will lead me straight to it.
So, Septimus wasn't as far gone as we thought. Surprisingly helpful, actually. It seems he wants us to go to Blackreach beneath Skyrim and find the Tower of Mazark. I've heard of Blackreach before. That's where Crimson Nirnroot natively grows.
Oh god, not the Crimson Nirnroot.
Imagine what's down there.
Thankfully, Ulftan is a relatively short distance from Winterhold, so the trip is mostly uneventful. Arriving at Ulftan proper, there isn't really a whole lot to say. Aside from a crazy Khajiit and a little bit of platforming, the most notable thing down here is the dishes I steal from my hutch. And a couple relics too. Suppose I should acknowledge those. You know, I think the fact that I just skipped 60% of the dungeon says something to the blandness of Bethesda dungeon design. It's also mildly ironic that these two idiots give up and start fighting to the death mere feet away from the exit to freedom. Or at least that's what's supposed to happen. I guess I got a little too close and so they aggro on me instead. They go down easy enough, and so clears the path into Blackreach itself. There's a Dwemer Sphere Master sitting across the way. It kicks my ass. Twice. Only by the distraction of a Falmer am I able to put the automaton down. It's only now after the last edits that I notice it wasn't a master at all, just a high-level standard sphere. Whoops. So much head. That summons a dragon, and I have absolutely no idea why. There's nothing to indicate it should even be possible, yet here it is. Volthryol lands before I can find him and doesn't bother to take off for the entirety of the fight. Just makes it easier on me, honestly. Very considerate. With the burnt toast eaten, I move on to my destination, the Tower of Mizark. The Phantom of Mizark himself is skulking about the Elder Scroll reading room, and so he needs to be dealt with. Just one problem. He's strong. Like, really fucking strong. After dying a bunch of times, it becomes clear that my only strategies are to back off and let my friends do it all, or go all out myself. And I have a feeling that the first option wouldn't work. The Sharingan is an infinite duration slow time effect, and while it does drain my magicka while active, it's still very overpowered. So I've chosen to only use it when absolutely necessary. Even here, it's not a guaranteed victory, as Mizark still gets a good hit on me while I'm blading him down, forcing me to retreat. After hiding away briefly to replenish my health, I dash out and deliver the final combo to Mizark and lay him to rest for good. The fact that Zelzaz and Lydia are both on the floor proves that my first strategy of letting them handle things would have been a total failure. Ah, proper toggleable levitation. So much more convenient than the spellcast version. After completing the quote-unquote puzzle, where all you do is press buttons one after another, the Elder Scroll is ready to be claimed.
Found a real Elder Scroll.
Grab the box, grab the box, grab the box, don't fucking forget it again, you piece of shit. I have it on video, this gate is open! I don't know why it closes itself when the area resets. None of the other Blackreach gates do that. Returning to the Dragon Break, I wisely make a safety save before using the scroll, because this sequence is notoriously good at breaking itself even with mod patches.
It's awful.
Hey, you. You're finally awake.
Oh god
You
fucking
tried to
damn
cross
it.
the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush.
Having learned Dragon Rend from Rayloff of all people, I return my attention to the present just in time for Alduin to show up. And while Alduin is monologuing, the first of the Sinister Seven chooses now of all times to rear his ugly orcish head.
Have you ever had a spell?
I just fucking died. It's a good thing the game auto-saves when leaving the Dragon Break vision, because I would not have had it in me to watch that a second time. After a fight that's more tedious than difficult, Temujin goes down, and I can finally deal with Alduin.
Hey, you. You're finally awake.
Just as with Temujin, Alduin is more tedious than anything else, but he does go down eventually, flying off and booting me to the next quest. And now it's time for another break from the quest line. Not for exploration this time, but rather a story-adjacent side quest, the Paarthurnax Dilemma.
Esbern should be able to help. He spent his whole life poring over every old book he could find about.
Esbern has found out about Paarthurnax's identity, correctly identifying him as Alduin's chief lieutenant. Despite having sworn an oath to follow the Dragonborn, Esbern and Delphine will refuse to render any further aid unless Paarthurnax is slain. Zelzaz is rightly infuriated by this, as am I.
Have the gall to demand the death of one of our allies. Paarthurnax aided the Nords of the past to defeat Alduin, and is now aiding us in defeating him for good. And here they come, telling you they refuse to aid you any further unless you killed Paarthurnax. They say they would be dishonoring their oaths as blades if they let Paarthurnax live. Does this stuck-up bitch realize that her oath is to serve the Dragonborn? Your word is law, yet she has the nerve to order you around. If Delphine and Esbern do not relent to you, the Blades have once again failed in their duties and deserve to be destroyed. I have nothing else to say on this matter.
Make your choice, Dragonborn. You're either with us or against us. Here's the big picture.
Esbern had the decency to be polite about it, but of course Delphine just tries to assert her truth like it should be my truth, her way or the highway. Not happening.
Give Paarthurnax the opportunity to betray us in turn.
Now you see why I warned you against them. Bloodthirsty barbarians.
Arngir is rightfully outraged, pointing out that simply being an ally to Alduin in ancient times was expected, likely under pain of death.
If not for Part...
The Blades are wise not to trust me. Only Khan Niov. I would not trust another Dova.
Oddly, Paarthurnax himself understands the Blade's logic, citing a dragon's true nature and his own struggle to overcome that nature.
I can be trusted. I know this, but who can say? Trust your instincts, Dovahkiin.
As if it wasn't obvious enough, I'm opting to let Paarthurnax live. He spent thousands of years atop the throne of the world, counseling wisdom and peace to the Greybeards. And while that doesn't excuse prior crimes, it's impossible to know whether those crimes were willful.
I am glad you believe that. Fare thee well, Dovahkiin.
Damn, Delphine, can't even start the conversation on a good note, can you?
Gods above. Yes, and we serve the Dragonborn. My oath binds me to you, Dragonborn. Very well. Sorry to bring it up, Dragonborn.
Oh, how reassuring. Don't you understand the danger? All I can do is watch our doom approach, helpless, once again. For now, Dragonborn.
Ultimately, the Blades are reminded of their duty to me as the Dragonborn, and that it's my decision, not theirs. It's just unfortunate that this outcome has to be modded in. This version of the Paarthurnax dilemma by J. Serpa is a bit scuffed even without all the dialogue that I cut out. But the dialogue it uses is stitched together from pre-existing assets instead of doing silent voice or using AI. It's neat. Unlike vanilla, it allows for a good ending where everyone accepts your decisions and even expands everyone's reasoning to be at least well-founded, if still mistaken on the Blade's part. Now back to our regularly scheduled main quest. My next objective is to convince Jarl Balin to use the Dragon's Reed's trap on a dragon. Jarl Balin is understandably bewildered by this, but decides to trust me regardless thanks to yet another mod to let me skip the peace talks. No more season unending.
I'll leave that to you. I trust you know your business.
He will not resist the...
Heading back up to the Monavin, Party Snacks teaches me a shout to call one of Alduin's allies to him.
Now, hear his name, Odahviing. Taste it on the wind. Odahviing. Know it in your soul. Odahviing.
Who have a plan for luring a dragon here, yeah?
Now with everything in place and the trap set, I unleash another mighty shout to bring my prey to me.
Get over here!
We're ready. Hey, you. Finally awake.
He's here. Let's make this time fly.
Wait, what the hell? Why is there a second dragon? Alright, second dragon down. Now to deal with Odahviing. So Lydia goes down, but Zelzaz is on track to defeat Odahviing entirely instead of leading him into the trap. When that happens, I book it back to the door in hopes that my followers will come with me instead of wailing on the downed dragon. Thankfully, that hope is paid off when Odahviing proceeds into springing the trap. After a brief interrogation, I agree to release Odahviing so that he can bring me to Skyrim, the final dungeon of the main questline.
I really hope that Odahviing keeps to his word and takes you to Skyrim. I, of course, can't come with you. As much as that pains me, be strong, friend. We're all counting on you. Don't mention it, friend. I am honored to have done my part in order to prevent the end of the world. But I'm wasting time now. Alduin is gathering his strength. Go to Skyrim and save the world. Farewell, my friend.
And so, without any further delays, it's time to go finish the fight. The outer area of Skyrim is functionally just the first room of the dungeon, since in vanilla it isn't possible to ever return here. There isn't really a whole lot special going on either, so until you reach the portal at the end, it's just a standard dungeon. "12 minutes of just combat in that cut. This is gonna be rough, guys." An orc head this time, huh? Arriving at the portal, Nakreen is, for some reason, already at half health. It would be smart for me to start wailing on him right away, since he has a lengthy animation process while grabbing a staff. But I need to actually loot the staff off of him for gallery purposes. Unfortunately, I'm a bit underleveled and undergeared for this fight, so I go down very quickly. In the second attempt, I'm forced down the steps away from the portal and backed into a corner where I decide to go all out. Unfortunately, due to poor positioning, my power attack forces Nakreen off the ledge where I can no longer reach him with melee. With no other options available, I pull out a bow and pot-shot Nakreen for the last of his health. Now that Nakreen has been defeated, I claim his inventory and head back up to the portal and enter Sovngarde. The appeal of Sovngarde as an area lies purely in its visuals, as there's next to no items to be found, and what few can be claimed are all modded. The penultimate fight, soon. Guardian of Shore's Hall. A tough fight by all accounts, but I don't need to knock his health all the way down, just a half.
I am soon.
Wait, that's it? That was stupidly easy. Soon is supposed to be harder than Nakreen, at least.
Long since one of the living has entered here.
Heading inside, I'm stopped by mighty Ysgramor himself, though he has little of value to say, so I blow by him and grab what few collectibles are available. Approaching the ancient Dragonborn, they wax poetic on the final fight for a needless amount of time, and then we're off to slay the most ancient dragon once and for all.
Cannot fight the foe in this mist.
Clear skies!
The quest pads itself out a little more by forcing me to shout at respawning mist, but Alduin shows his scaly hide eventually, and the final battle properly begins. I guess Nakreen was the real final boss, because Alduin goes down like a wet sock. And that's the main story. Soon sends me back to the Monavan, where a horde of dragons are mourning Alduin, and I have a few final words with Paarthurnax.
You just saved everyone on Tamriel.
As I'm trying to have a conversation with Lydia about what happened, Odahviing crashes the conversation. Literally.
So many others.
You did it! You defeated Alduin! You saved us all! My friend, you are a Watome. I cannot even begin to describe how grateful I am for all that you have done. Your legend will forever be etched into the history of this world. I am honored to have aided you, Dragonborn. Thank you, Dragonborn. That means a lot to me. You're right. Many evils still plague Skyrim. I am right behind you, my friend.
I had to fast travel to High Hrothgar to get Zelzaz to show up and deliver his final thoughts on the main story. And just after he's done speaking, Amadis of the Sinister Seven shows up to crash the Afterglow. Talk about poor timing. I'm sure there's more I could wax poetic on, like the final talk with Arngeir or the Blades, but it's about time I wrap things up. I had a lot of fun playing through Skyrim for the billionth time, and I'm just getting started. There's still a metric ton of content to see in this playthrough, both vanilla and modded, so don't think the sermons are going anywhere anytime soon. That's it for this one, folks. Like and subscribe if you want to see more. I'll see you next time.